Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a Python program that prints out the Fibonacci sequence based on how many numbers you want to see. So you ask your user, how many numbers do you want of the Fibonacci sequence? They say 5, and we'll print out the first 5 numbers. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to create a new file, new Python file, and I'm just going to name it Fibonacci. I think that's how you spell it. Okay. So the first thing we're going to start off with is to get the input from the user. So I'm going to just say numbers. I'm going to say numbers because that's how we're going to ask them how many numbers do you want us to print in Fibonacci. So I'm going to say numbers equals int input how many Fibonacci. Okay, so this is going to ask the user how many numbers they want printed. And now we're going to have to enter the first 2 terms. So num1 equals 0, num2 equals 1, and count equals 0. I'll explain this all at the end because I've realized while I'm programming I don't explain things very well. So you can see me do the programming and then I'll explain at the end. So next we have to check if the inputs are valid. So we're going to have to say if numbers less than or equal to 0, then we'll say print enter a positive number, else actually elif and numbers is exactly equal to 1, then what we'll do is print. Okay, so this part is printing the Fibonacci sequence up to n terms, which means if it's equal to 1 and someone says 1, all you need to do is print out 1. Because if the sequence numbers, let's say someone says I want the first number. The first number is 1. So all we need to do is say Fibonacci sequence up to the input of n terms. Actually, that should be numbers. And that'll be equal to 1. Else okay, that's the program typed. A little bit of thinking went into that. Okay, so I'm going to explain. Line 1 is just asking the user to input how many Fibonacci numbers they want. Num1, num2, and count is setting what it starts off with. So num1 is 0 in the Fibonacci sequence and num2 is 1. And count is going to be 0 because we're going to increment it later. So if numbers is less than or equal to 0, it's going to tell them to enter a positive number. If numbers is equal to 1, it's just going to print out what the person inputted because it's just going to be 1 anyway. And then else is going to print the Fibonacci sequence up to, and then it's going to print out numbers, and then it's going to say well count is bigger than numbers, well count is less than numbers. It's going to print num1, and then it's going to print out that comma to separate, and then it's going to say the nth number, which is num1 plus num2. Because remember the next number is going to be the combination of the 2 before that, and then it's going to say num1 equals num2, num2 equals the nth number, and then it's going to count plus or equals 1. So it's going to increment by 1 when num1 and num2 are incremented before. So I'm going to run this program. Run Fibonacci. So, how many Fibonacci numbers do you want us to print? I'll say 3. Fibonacci sequence up to 3, 0, 1, 1. So, I'm going to run again and add a few more numbers. How many do you want us to print? I'll say 10. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. So, as you can see, it's printing them correctly. So, let me go even more. Let me say 100. So, let's go to the end. That is a huge number. I do not know how to say that number. So yeah, as you can see, 100 different Fibonacci numbers. So that's the end of the video. If you like that video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Tell me what you think of it. If you want to see more videos like that, then go to my Python playlist. I think there, top right, I think that's the top right, or there, or in the link in the description. That's so much easier. So yeah, check those videos out, and yeah, until next time, bye.